Hello guys, it's goldiex here and welcome to God of War. This game is a sequel to God of War 3 that takes place many years after the events of God of War 3. As we can kind of see here, Kratos looks many years older here. And the biggest difference in this game that is not particularly based on Greek mythology either. Instead, this game focused more on Norse mythology. I thought this was actually a really nice change for the God of War series, as this could possibly be my favourite game in the God of War series actually, I can't lie to you guys. It is very close between this game and the first God of War game which was released on the PS2. With God of War Ragnarok hoping to come out this year, and I've just finished God of War 3 on the channel, I thought now would be a brilliant time to dive into God of War 2018. The latest God of War game to get released. Hopefully God of War Ragnarok will come out this year, hopefully it won't get delayed again. Okay, let's dive into God of War. Let's get into a new game and let's do this. Let's have a balanced experience. So begin the game by chopping down the tree. Kratos has a new weapon in this game as well called the Lithian Axe, and I actually really do like this weapon. It is actually a very satisfying weapon to use, especially when you start throwing it around. I mean, the more times I throw the axe around, the more satisfying it gets. Honestly, it does not get less satisfying one bit, if you ask me.
Found some.
Get in the boat, boy.
So throughout the God of War series, Kratos has slaughtered many enemies and even slaughtered his own father Zeus. Went through the most horrible world of Greek mythology, and now in this game Kratos must face his most biggest challenge yet, fatherhood. In this game Kratos is now a dad, which takes place many years after events of God of War 3. During that time Kratos got a new girlfriend, got a new partner, and yeah, him and his partner had a boy called Atreus. Throughout the game, Kratos calls him boy most of the time. Honestly, it took me so long to remember his name. All because Kratos just kept calling him boy. Boy.
That is enough.
Kratos has a different voice actor in this game as well. Honestly, I love the voice actor Kratos has in this game. Christopher Judge was his name. Honestly, he did a great job voicing Kratos. I would say this is probably the best Kratos we ever got in the God of War series. When I first saw the reveal trailers for this game, I thought, what have they done to God of War? I'm not sure about this, but when I played the game, boy did they prove me wrong. I ended up loving this game.
Everything is different, boy. Try not to dwell on it.
I think this could possibly be my favourite game in the God of War series. It's very close between this one and the first God of War game. Sometimes it is very hard for me to pick my favourite God of War game between the two. Just like it's very hard for me to pick my favourite game between Burnout 3 Takedown and Burnout Revenge. A bit like that. The game itself though is also very different in terms of gameplay as well. Unlike the original God of War games which focus more on hack and slash, this game does have hack and slash elements to be fair, but for the most part the game controls very differently. The camera angles in this game are a lot different, moving Kratos around is a lot different. In terms of gameplay, this game, in terms of moving around, the way the camera moves about as well, this game plays a lot similar to The Last of Us. The combat mechanics are different, but do share a bit of similarities compared to the original games. I really do like the new gameplay mechanics game as well. I would say this game has hack and slash elements, but I wouldn't class this game as a hack and slash game, to be honest with you. This game doesn't really have does not have the hack and slash elements that the original games had. This game kind of moves away from that a little bit.
That was the last.
There do I see my mother. Oh, there do I see my father. Oh, there do they call to me. 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 She's ready.
Find your way home. You are free.
I'm sorry.
Squeeze. This knife. It was hers. Now it is yours. She taught you to hunt.
What she knew.
Show me.
Now?
Now.
What are we hunting?
You are hunting deer.
Which way?
In the direction of deer.
Okay, this way.
So we're going to go do some hunting, yay! Kratos will learn fatherhood can be a tougher challenge than some of the challenges he's faced before in the previous games. So while the ashes of Kratos' second wife burn, we're going to go hunt some deer.
What did you find?
Tracks. Not deer, though. I'll keep
Yeah, we'll look around and see if we can find some deer. The world of Midgard is huge. This is graphically probably one of the best looking games I've ever played in my life. I mean, I wouldn't say this game is graphically as good as Ghost of Tsushima, but this game is certainly up there with graphics. Okay, let's show us in general, we just found a new artifact. What have we just found?
More tracks?
I just pressed the up button and nothing happened.
They're too
Oh, I can view that later.
Could be a wild boar.
Good.
I did love the direction this game went with its gameplay and the way of the story as well. After events God of War 3, I literally thought Kratos was dead, but no, he survived the end of God of War 3. And now he's living a completely different life.
Wait, deer tracks. They're fresh. This way.
Kratos in this game is a lot more laid back as well. He does have some anger issues like he did in the previous games. This game he's a lot more laid back now he's got a son and all that kind of stuff.
Found it.
Boy, slow down.
Boy,
Sorry.
you are hunting deer, not chasing
I love that line.
Yes,
You are hunting deer, not chasing it. That made me crack up when I first played this game.
He broke our bridge. How are we gonna get across?
Step aside.
Now this is what I love about the axe, the way you can throw it. Look how satisfying this is. When you throw it with a controller, it's more satisfying than it looks.
What happened here? There it is.
I could throw that axe all day and not get bored of it.
What are you doing? Now its guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better. Find it. Find it.
Honestly, I could throw the Leviathan axe all day and I'll never get bored of it.
My bow!
No! You are not ready. Stay back.
Just press R1 for light attack and press R2 for a heavy attack. I love the combat mechanics of this game. As you can see, the combat mechanics of this game are different compared to the previous games. I think the gameplay mechanics of this game are a lot more realistic than what they were in the previous games. Honestly, I do prefer the gameplay mechanics game. These gameplay mechanics are definitely a lot more of my hack and slash. Definitely more my kind of hack and slash style. Hack and slash games are the type of games I'm particularly bad at, but this game, though, proves that hack and slash games, I can be decent at hack and slash games at times. Obviously, games like Devil May Cry, Ninja Gaiden and Bayonetta, those kind of games I do struggle with because I am quite bad at those kind of hack and slash games. When it's a realistic kind of hack and slash game, then maybe I wouldn't be too bad. I'm definitely better at these kind of hack and slash games. So I can press the L1 button to block. Blocking is actually quite cool in this game as well, because when Kratos blocks an attack successfully, it shows Kratos like blocking an attack, and it really gives you a few seconds to give you a chance to follow up with an attack back. And I'll demonstrate that later on when we get further through the game. I really do enjoy that, actually. It makes blocking in this game pretty easy to do. Usually I always forget to block in games, but in games like this, no.
You went in the old temple. My mom told me never to go in there.
We do what we please, boy. No excuses.
Now that Mum's gone, Kratos and Atreus do whatever they please.
Can I have my bow back now?
Can you hit it from here?
We should get closer.
Atreus realizes he may not be ready to hunt deer yet. If he gets closer, he can then take him out.
Why not?
If Kratos had the bow, he could easily hit
And
the deer from there.
Okay.
Though Kratos is trying to teach his son how to be a badass hunter. So I kind of respect Kratos for what he's doing here. Enemy health bar. During combat, enemies' health bar is displayed above when they take damage or when targeted by Kratos. So now I can throw the axe. Nice. I love doing this. It's so satisfying. Literally, I could throw this axe all day and literally never get bored of it. It's so cool. It gets even satisfying the further you get through the game because you can, with all the things, resources you find throughout the world, you can upgrade Kratos and his abilities. And when you upgrade the axe, you really can make this even more satisfying than what it is at the start of the game. It just never gets boring from start to finish. I could throw this axe all day. I've been playing this game for a few years now. Honestly, it still hasn't got boring. I think that's very impressive, especially when you're just literally throwing an axe around. After all these years, it's not lost its satisfaction one bit. Oh, there's another one here. Oh, we'll take this one out. There we are. He's gone. So I can use XP to upgrade Kratos' abilities and all that kind of thing. Got a new tip out. Let's have a look. Mother said that Drago was warriors who died, but their souls were too stubborn and to stop fighting. So this is talking about these enemies. Okay, I'm not going to read all of that. There's a lot of information on the world of Midgard as well throughout the game. I don't think I'll read all of it, but yeah. I like the game gives you a lot of information about the backstory of Midgard and some of the creatures that lie around the world. This game hasn't really got many puzzles either. Most of the puzzles basically just involve throwing the axe around, that kind of thing. That's pretty much most of the puzzles in this game. You may get one or two that might catch off guard a bit for the most part though. Most of the puzzles in this game are pretty much platforming puzzles. They pretty much involve just throwing the axe around. Honestly, because it's very satisfying, I don't mind that one bit.
Father, look.
Wait for my mark. Relax. Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Feet solid.
Okay, let's see if I could hit this deer.
Exhale and release.
When target's lying, press square to shoot an arrow. Okay, let's do this. There we go, that's good.
I got it.
Good.
Atreus would be good at hunting deer in no time. The deer's weakened.
It's still alive.
Oh, I hate this part though. This part is so depressing.
Your knife. No. Finish what you started.
I can't.
Atreus!
We're gonna fight that?
We have no choice.
Atreus arrows, so I can press square to command Atreus to shoot arrows. Yeah, I love using this. This can easily weaken some enemies as well. So we're ready, about roughly 20 minutes in, and we've already got our first boss battle in the game. Typical God of War. If you hold down the L2 button, you can press square button and Atreus will throw some arrows at the enemy. This really does come in handy later on in the game though, I have to say. This really does show that Kratos and Atreus really do make a great team. That scene though, we just witnessed a minute ago, was so depressing when we can literally just tell Atreus did not want to kill that deer. Honestly, if I was Atreus, I'd think exactly the same thing. Just look at the way the deer was looking at Atreus when Atreus was going to put the knife through him. Oh, it's so sad. And the music that plays does not help either. You know, when I look at Kratos in this game now, he does have a much different appearance. I know he looks older now, but when I look at Kratos in this game, I can't help but think he looks an awful lot like Tyson Fury, the heavyweight champion of the world in boxing. The thing is with Kratos in this game, he's got the body of Anthony Joshua, but he has the face of Tyson Fury. Am I the only person that thinks that? Obviously, Kratos looks much older, obviously, but for me, Kratos has like the body of Anthony Joshua with all the muscles in the body and that kind of thing, but Kratos literally has the face of Tyson Fury with the beard. Tyson Fury doesn't always look like Kratos with a beard, but he has done before in the past, and I can't help but every time I think of Kratos game, I always think of Tyson Fury. Don't know whether I'm the only person that thinks like that, thinks of that. Okay, I'm losing quite a bit of health at this point. Luckily, there are plenty of health items around. Let's see if I can find one. Right, there we are. Most of the boss battles in this game are pretty much like this one. You will get some bump into some different, bigger boss battles later in the game, which will require different tactics, but loads of boss battles really are literally exactly like the one we're doing right now. It can get a bit repetitive, possibly, but this game does throw in some different boss battles here and there. Right, come on, die, will you? Right, that's got him. There we are, let's finish him off.
Boy.
Think I'm afraid of you! You're nothing to me!
Boy, look at me. Look at me, boy. Boy, look at me.
We did it.
You are not ready.
What? Are you serious? I found the deer. I proved myself. How am I not ready?
We are going home.
I haven't been sick in a long time. I can do this.
You are not ready.
So Atreus unfortunately is not ready according to Kratos. Honestly, I think I can kind of see why. You proved he's good with the bow, but I can see why Kratos said he's not ready. And the reason for that is because Atreus is showing too much anger. A bit like how Kratos showed a lot of anger in the previous games. But Kratos does not want Atreus to follow the same path. And I think that's why Kratos keeps saying Atreus is not ready yet.
The path home is this way.
Ah, this is the way to go. Yeah, I get Kratos, to be honest with you. We all know Kratos was a very angry psychopath arsehole in the previous games. Obviously, Kratos does not want Atreus to be the same person. I can see that. Stunning enemies. An enemy stun bar is located below the health bar. Attacking enemy in quick succession inflicts stun damage, causing the bar to fill. Once the bar is filled, the enemy is stunned. Press R3 to grab and a stunned enemy. Alright. So when we hurt this enemy enough, when he's stunned, we can press the R3 button and Kratos can kill him in brutal fashion. Kratos still has some of that anger with him from the previous God of War game. Still has the killing, still has the killer instinct, even if he doesn't show it as much. Kratos is still just as strong as he was all those years ago. Throughout the game as well, Kratos is also trying to hide his brutal past. Obviously, with like trying to kill all the gods in the previous game. Obviously, when he killed his father Zeus. Obviously, Kratos is trying to hide all that past from Atreus. Honestly, I couldn't blame him. What's this? So we found a hidden chamber.
Still can't get the doors open, huh?
Quiet.
Nope, we're not going to get this open just yet. I think we'll come back to this later. That's if we do come back this way later. I think we do. Midgard is a big world. If we can find some things to smash around the environment, we can get loads of resources that way. It really does prove handy because it seriously helps to upgrade Kratos' abilities later in the game. Trust me, against some of the enemies and demons we're going to face later in the game, it's really going to come in handy. Yeah, I definitely prefer the combat mechanics in this game than I do to the previous games. I know it kind of makes sense for me to say that because obviously I'm not the best with old hack slash games, but I really do like combat mechanics in this game. As we started to do block then, the combat slows down a little bit when you form a block attack, which gives you a chance to follow up with attack if you're right, and I love that. It really makes blocking in this game so memorable, and it definitely... Oh, I see. When you see blue like that around an enemy, that means that the left-hand axe will not do anything. So what you do, just put the left-hand axe away and just... Kratos will just attack with his fists and just kill the enemy that way. Like, there are plenty of ways Kratos can kill his enemies, not just with the axe. Kratos can also use his bare fists as well in this game, which is nice. The martyrs return to the house. Okay, the house is just here. We're pretty much already home.
And since when are Draugrs so close to the house? And what was that frozen thing that attacked us?
I do not know. Now be silent.
I don't think Kratos wants a word out of Atreus right now. So to begin the next part of the game, we need to enter the house where something very interesting will happen. I think I'll save that for the next episode actually, because we have got quite a bit of an interesting fight coming up in the next episode. Okay guys, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. You can keep updated with all the God of War episodes uploaded to my channel. And in the next episode, we'll head inside the house and Kratos will encounter a very unwelcomed visitor. I hope to see you all then. Thank you so much for watching. This is goldiex and I'm out.